hate puppies.
It's good podcast.
I feel threatened.
Is there a better Doc Holliday than Keanu Reeves?
No.
No one's answered. Well, everybody's answered no.
Yeah.
No one's come up with a better one.
I feel like that's well known. That's why he won the Oscar for it.
Of course.
Yeah.
Wasn't it an Emmy? If you're going to be wrong, let's just... It was a
I
Grammy.
think it was both.
It was a VMA award.
Pulled a hammy.
And I pulled something this weekend.
Your taint muscle.
No, that's intact.
Really?
Yeah, good weekend for me.
That had
You must have had some of those like compression
yeah,
tape.
it had
like
compression.
Yeah.
It was compressed all weekend.
Yeah.
Now I don't know what the heck I
Like
did.
an Under Armour shirt.
I jacked up my hip or something somehow. Like,
Close to your taint.
definitely near my taint.
Yeah.
But I mean, every single time I try to like get up or move or walk, I get a shooting pain down my
Every
left
time you
side.
got out of the truck on the way home, you were complaining of it.
I do get hella pains now that I'm nearing
Yeah.
40.
Yeah, it's not cool.
Yeah.
Getting old
You
sucks.
just rub. You just like brush them off. Like, oh, I'm sure that's supposed to be there. You know what I mean?
Well, you can't go to the doctor every time you have
No.
a pain.
Yeah.
Just be living there.
Yep.
Yeah, this one I can't quite figure out. I actually like yesterday I was doing all these different exercises for like hip pain,
Like
Stretching your hip.
jazzercise.
jazzercise mostly,
Okay.
and it worked. Like
Sweating to the oldies.
it'll
Yeah,
work
yeah.
for like 5 minutes after, but it doesn't fix it.
Like the Thigh Master's a good one too.
Yeah.
I got to figure something out because
Knock
I'm
the
in
dust off that thing.
Yeah, for real.
just not a good hip. Not
Or
a
have you
good
seen
hip.
those things with the giant rubber band that goes around your waist and it shakes the shit out of you?
Oh, they work all the
They
time.
do.
Would that work for a hip? I
Yeah.
thought,
Definitely.
I thought
Works
that was
for everything.
supposed to get rid of fat.
It does it all.
All the above.
Yeah.
It kind of just loosens it up, makes it fall out.
I don't believe you, but I'm going to try it
All right.
because I'm in a lot of pain.
Can hit up curves and knock it out tomorrow.
Yeah, go to curves.
Yeah.
I just need like a 2-month membership, I think. Yeah,
Dude, I
I'm
could
dying.
barely speak yesterday, man. Like, and I probably still sound a little off.
You sound okay in my headphones.
Okay.
I'm a little.
Both of you sound fairly normal to me.
That's good.
Yeah.
It's in your head.
No, because
No, 'cause
Troy and I
my
were
throat
driving
still
on
hurts.
Sunday, not speaking very. Every time we took, hey man, that was a lot of fun, wasn't it?
It was the longest ride home ever.
Forerunner made it to our Ocean City adventure.
Really?
Barely.
Really?
Drove-
Started off, we had to pull over in New Kent and top off the coolant.
Coolant?
It was running a little hot
Nice.
there.
Yeah, we were.
Made
We
it
were
all the way to New Kent, though, huh?
Yeah, we did.
Almost there.
which to the listeners out there, that's about 25 minutes from here.
Into a 4.5 hour trip.
Right.
We were seriously, we're going down the highway, and I look down, I'm like, hey, Troy, does that engine look like it's running a little hot? And it's like just below the red.
Yeah.
But it was just pegged there. It wasn't going up. So we let it ride for one more exit before we both officially panicked.
So are you leaking coolant, or do you have a head gasket blown? No clue.
It turns out that the truck just doesn't like going over 70 miles an
Consistently.
hour. Yeah, that was the only thing that we could figure out.
As little as he drives it, I'm assuming he's just evaporated out of the reserve. I mean, he doesn't drive it a lot.
Yeah.
don't tell that to it this week.
Yeah.
It made the
That
run.
thing was like, oh, wait, what? I mean,
yeah,
we had-
exactly.
First off, we had me in there. Then we had 3 bikes, all of our stuff, the tops on the sides rolled up, the sunroof out. So we're basically saying you were
Look at us. We're homos.
Yeah. Well, we're saying that to everyone else, but
Oh.
we're saying to the truck, we're going to make you as heavy and unaerodynamic as we possibly
Exactly.
can. And then we're going to need you to go faster than you usually go when you're
Right.
scooting around town at 35.
Go get.
Yeah, exactly. Get on out here. Come on. Yeah. And not even a warm up. It's just like get up, go down Midlothian, jump on the interstate, and let's ride.
Yeah.
That old truck's a baller, though. The
It
Miata
did.
would not have made it.
No.
I mean, it might have, but the track record on the Forerunner, like you asked me last week, which one would you? And the only reason I would keep the Runner was because it's been reliable, and sure enough,
Yeah. Well, the Miata wouldn't have held us our stuff in 3 bikes.
we had
Yeah,
the seats
that would've
down.
been funny.
We had the seats down, 3 bikes hanging out the tailgate, and then it was completely packed the rest of the way. Plus our asses in there, and everything we carried was heavy, like bike locks and
And it was like Thursday at noon we hit the road, so we're just and it was beautiful weather, and everybody's just looking at us like these two lovers are off to a nice romantic weekend somewhere.
Exactly.
Who's the third bike for?
Yeah, who's
I
the third
can't wait
guy?
to find
Yeah.
out.
Some gentleman.
Yes, some gentleman caller they're probably going to meet up with
Yeah.
later.
Yeah, that Thursday was rough just getting on the road because I got home. I went up to Pittsburgh. I was telling you guys I had to go to Pittsburgh before, and I drove back. I got home at 2 a.m, and I walked in the door of this house, 2 a.m. I swing open the door, and I got hit with a stench that just didn't make sense to me. I was like, what is that? And I remember we'd had all
Soul
this.
Glow?
I would have killed for Soul Glow to be the stink.
Really?
Would have loved
Lamar fixing floorboards?
it. Would have been less awkward than what I came home to, honestly.
Really?
The whole house just smelled of cocoa butter and Soul Glow. I would have been
Fucking
fine.
home run.
Home run, Chippa.
Yeah.
I remember I was like, well, it must be that we've had all this rain. Like the garage had flooded a little. So I thought it must be
Oh,
mildew.
so it's like stagnant water smell.
So like I opened up the garage door and it smelled better in there. It smelled like shit, but it smelled better. And I was like, what the hell is this? And I got to be up in, 6 hours to start packing. And I'm like, what is this smell?
Yeah.
And I come around the corner.
And this is 2 a.m. Remind you, like
Yeah, after I've been driving.
for 5 hours, 6
Yeah,
hours.
I left Pittsburgh around 5, but then I had to pull over and work
Right.
for a few hours and stuff. And, man, I got home. I came around this corner, and I think my dog is not trending in the right direction.
yeah.
He shit an amount of shit that I can't comprehend
Really?
all over one of these rooms, and the smell.
Like explosive or just like
Explosive.
drooped it? Yeah, he
Explosive.
did. Way to go, Cole.
And it was so bad, and the smell on it was not a smell of shit. Like if I'd walked into the smell of shit, I would have been like, "Hey, it smells
Oh,
like
there's shit.
It smells
yeah.
like shit in here." This was not that. This was like cleaning out cancer.
Yeah.
And it was.
Oh, so is he
Sick.
better now?
It was sick.
I mean, I
don't think
know.
that cured his cancer.
Yeah,
No?
I don't think he's
don't think
better.
so.
Okay.
But I mean, it was everywhere. So then
Who'd have
I don't
figured-
even.
We found the cure. You just got to shit it out, guys.
Give some laxatives. Ta-da! You're welcome.
Scientists are like,
Yep.
I can't believe we didn't think of that.
Yeah.
That's just fucking brilliant.
Works for the rest of us
Right.
normally, right?
Shit it out.
And then I cured myself right before we started.
Yeah.
But it was. What would you do if you came home? It's 2 a.m.
It's so funny you're going to say that. I was just sitting here thinking about how fucking irate I would be.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I was.
because-
But what are you going to do? Beat the dog? I mean, you can't even get mad at him.
No. I
You have
at
to
least,
clean
yeah,
it up.
You wait till the morning to beat the dog. It's late.
Yeah.
Clearly,
Right.
rub his nose in.
But I
Yeah.
had our dog did that explosive all over the walls in the kids'
Oh.
room and all over everywhere. And that shit does not come out of carpet. I don't give a fuck what
No.
you say. It's always
It's
you know what I
always
mean?
there.
My
yeah.
dog
Yeah.
had managed to get it all on my wife's new rug, and I mean new rug. Like,
Really?
Yeah, she just bought this. She went out and spent a bunch of money on this big rug, and he just
This was in y'all's like former little music room that
Exactly.
like y'all like to. It's
do
like
their
your-
piano lessons.
It's like their sitting room.
Yeah.
Like
as you know the room that no one goes into.
that's that room.
You still have those?
Everyone has those.
No, they don't.
I don't. That's a bedroom in my house now.
Yeah.
Well, apparently that's where the dog shits.
All of
in
our
my
parents have those.
house. Yes. Well, I got a parent's house,
Yeah, you do.
and so what would you do? You come home. It's 2 a.m. There's shit everywhere.
Well,
What's your initial move?
I say fuck. I probably go drop my own deuce and then go clean their shit up. Maybe make some
Crack
noodles
a
and
beer.
noodles. Yeah. Who knows?
You wouldn't go get your wife?
No.
no.
Okay, so I went up and got.
Oh, why?
I honestly, with her rug, it was her rug, and I didn't know exactly what move
I don't even know what her rug means.
Like she
right?
just bought that rug. It's like this brand new rug, and it's all like.
It's their setup.
Yeah, it is.
They get that set
and
up.
I just didn't know. Like, I went upstairs. It was just like, hey, I'm home. The dog's not dead. That's the good news.
I'm sure she would have been fine with you cleaning it to the best of your ability.
This rug is
What was her response?
basically just kind of looking at me like you screwing with me right now. And
Yeah.
I'm like, no, like the dog crapped everywhere. I said,
Yeah, I'm woke
How
you
do
up
you-
to tell you the dog shit everywhere.
No, I just said,
JK.
I said, how do you want me to clean this? Because like we have a thing of Resolve, like the pet stuff, and it's butt empty. Like the kids have been
Yeah.
playing with it or something.
You're like one of the kids.
And I'm like,
Yeah, he doesn't know.
So-
I have to ask questions
Yeah.
like, what do I do here?
Well, I couldn't
He
even
just holds
carry.
his hands up like,
Yeah.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
Right.
I just needed someone to help. And she
You
did.
just wanted to drag her through what you were going through. That's what I think.
Unfortunately, there might be some of that, but I don't think that's what it was. Like I honestly
I would have
was-
never done that.
Never.
Well, that's why I asked.
Yeah, no. I would just clean the fuck up the next morning and been like, guess what I had to deal with?
Yeah. Yeah, you might have gotten some sympathy points out of it if you played your cards right.
Because as soon as you wake her up, you're thinking in your head of the reasons, but it comes off like, let me clean this shit up.
yeah.
Oh, I recognize that it probably
it comes
didn't-
off like,
Yeah.
I did not want to go through this shit show myself, so
Yeah.
I need you to be involved
I
in
wasn't
Right.
asking her to clean it. I just wanted to know, how would you like me to address your
it.
new
So she
rug?
rolled over and went back to bed?
No, she came down and looked at it and was like, "Oh my god," and I was like, "So I'm going to start scooping it, but think about how you want me to address your rug."
Did you wake the kids up and just set the house on fire?
That might be something you need to, it's so new. Return that motherfucker.
This game
this
with
is how
dog
it
shit
came.
all over it.
We didn't notice this stain at first,
I didn't see like this in the store.
but it was such a big ass rug. Like after picking it up, I was yakking.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
like running outside. Like, oh god.
Like, are we talking like large amounts to scoop, or are we talking like full on runny liquid that's
Like-
buried in the carpet?
Like you kicked over a milkshake that sat out all
right.
day.
It was both of those.
Oh, that's a game changer.
That's a true test of one's
Yeah.
ability.
It was a lot of scooping for a while,
And sopping.
and then got to the big milkshake.
nice.
At which I was just like, so I had her help me carry it
The
out.
dog spilled a huge milkshake downstairs.
Yeah.
Well,
Did
we
you guys
just-
leave one
Right.
out?
We just draped it over the fence out here, and I spent the next hour hosing it and pouring Dawn on it,
Oh,
and just hosing
Dawn,
it
huh?
off, hosing it off.
Gotta get that laundry detergent and a scrub brush.
So
Get
she
some OxyClean on that shit.
she went back to bed, and I just sat outside hosing till
Really?
like. So then it's like 3 in the damn morning, and I go to bed. So that was the foundation going into the
That's the
bachelor
Did you
party.
get it clean?
I did.
Okay,
It
that's good.
It looks pretty good.
How's it
With a
smell?
small tint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have any smell anymore.
There's a white spot and a whitish spot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the one. It was bad. So that
Now
laid
it's a Jackson Pollock painting.
that
Yeah.
laid a rough foundation for getting packed the next morning because I hadn't packed anything. So
Yeah.
by the time it got to the point where Troy's like, "Hey, don't forget the podcast stuff," I was like, "I'm not bringing the fucking podcast stuff. I'm fucking done," because
I'm gonna shit on it.
I had like washed my clothes, pulled out the shorts I wanted, put them on. Zipper exploded.
Oh.
I was like, this
It
is
was one of those where
killing.
every single thing keeps
Everything's
happening.
going wrong.
That shit makes
So
me
like
furious.
we're Marco Poloing all morning, and like I'm like, hey man, what's going on? And he's like, oh, this is like he's just frazzled. I didn't even tell him. Like I still hadn't told him. My shit was ready. I was just sitting there at 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
He knew not to poke the bear.
Yeah, and
Right.
he's just like, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. I got work call, blah, blah. And I was like, hey, that's cool, man, whatever. And like,
I'm here.
I took a nap on the couch for like a half an
That's
hour.
awesome.
Like, and this guy's running around like a chicken with his head cut off.
I
Yeah,
finally just showed up at his house with like a pair of pants where the zipper went up, but there's like the bottom is open and the
I've never heard
top
of a
is
zipper
open.
blowing out like that.
It had
Like,
3
it's so
teeth
weird.
just explode on one
What?
side. I've never seen this. And like so the zipper was off and I had to like wedge it back in and the pants are done.
He like Marco Polo's me. He's like, do not fix the zipper. I'm like, no.
Yeah. I got this zipper machine
Yeah.
in my back
I
pocket.
minored in college. In
Yeah.
Zipper
I kept
repair.
Googling it and then people would be like, "Oh, it's easy. You just buy this." And I'm like, "Fuck your video."
Yeah. It's
I
a
was-
handy kit.
Yeah. I was fired up, man. But
Cut out the old zipper.
we got
put
on the
new one,
road. We
sew
got
it
on
in.
the road
Yeah.
eventually, but I did not bring
I have
the
a clothes
equipment.
hanger and pliers.
Exactly.
It's
What are my
essentially it.
odds?
Yeah, so I was fired up. So that's why we didn't get an episode because by the time I got everything packed up, I was already half an hour late to go
Yeah.
get you. And I was just like, I'm not going to start packing equipment and finding another spot. Plus, I hadn't seen what it was going to look like when I put your shit
Yeah.
in there. Plus, another bike. I was like, forget
Well,
it.
and with hindsight, like, I'm glad you didn't bring it because it was such a shit show of a 3-day weekend. I don't know when and where we would have fit something in, and, you know, we're going to tell some stories about it, but we can't tell but so many stories about it. You know, because you had to be there, right? We can't divulge all the funny stuff.
Oh, I know. And a lot of it you probably forget. Like me ringing a doorbell at 4 a.m. for 10 minutes,
Like 100
that's not a
times.
funny story.
But if you're there,
But in the moment,
Yeah.
I was having a blast.
In the moment, it really wasn't funny.
You weren't up.
Dude, nothing was waking me up. But the next day when you kept doing it, that was pretty funny.
Dude, we got there and saw our places, and I'd been waiting to see what these places were the whole time. I get there, man, the first thing they say is, okay, well, you don't have a parking spot. And I'm like, what? What are you talking about? They're like, we have 2 parking spots. For the
What?
whole,
We rented an apartment and an entire house, and we had
2
20
parking
plus
spots.
guys down there. Over 10 in one and over 10 in the other, and we had 2 parking spots.
And I'm bitching about my $2,500 truck, and our boy shows up in his brand new Raptor, and he doesn't have a spot. It kind of put things in perspective for
Yeah,
me.
real
when
fast.
he's like, I got to go park this brand new Raptor out there. And I'm like, yeah, and Mike.
Where'd you have to park it? On the road?
On the street?
Which I pulled out and found a spot like
One of the
Right
guys
there.
One of the guys paid to park in the paid lot across the way. It was $50 for the 3 days, and he
Dang.
loved it. He was like, this has been the greatest thing ever. Thank God, because it saved our lives, or saved me a huge headache a couple nights later when I had to jump in the truck.
Oh, that's a whole nother. But we walked in. The first thing I noticed, I walk in this apartment. I walk in there, and it's got like 7-foot ceilings,
Yeah.
6'9"
It's old.
ceilings. I've never seen anything
It's
like it. You
old.
put your hand right up and you're touching the ceiling.
Wow.
I was like,
And
well,
it was like a shotgun style apartment where like it probably wasn't as wide as the pallet house is.
Any chance it was a vaulted ceiling and they cut it in half to make 2 floors?
We were the
No,
top
I don't think
floor.
so, yeah.
like
Well,
I
they
think
could've
they,
done to the bottom.
I think they crammed it to get one
That's what
more
I mean,
in. Yeah, I
yeah.
think they cut all the way down, and then they just got one
I
in.
think when that place was built back in 1920, that probably was up to code because everybody was 5'6".
Yeah.
I walked in there, man, and like oh God, it's
Yeah.
still
Uh-huh.
Easy for
still
you to say.
tough,
Dude,
man.
spit it out. It's not yours.
Brain is still rough.
Stop scatting, dude. Let's go.
And everyone starts piling in, and like hanging out at the apartment, and we're starting to have a good time, and then we walk outside on the balcony, which is absolutely sloped.
Huge slope
For the rain?
going away.
Dude,
it was
go-
covered,
It was
but it had a nasty slope.
like it's
And
going
you
down
walk
at
up
some
to
point.
it, and it was like below your junk, like the railing.
Really?
So it was like,
Built for midget. You,
Yeah,
are you staying
exactly.
in a circus?
yeah,
this
exactly.
a circus
Like,
hotel?
You tripped, and anyone over 5'10" was going over the side of that
This
thing.
was for the Ocean City Carnival Hotel? Is that
Exactly.
what this was?
Well, it wasn't far from there.
We walk outside, and I'm thinking, all right, we're gonna be partying hard here. I wonder
Overlooking the boardwalk.
which was nice.
Yeah.
But I was like, I wonder who our neighbors are.
Oh,
You know?
God.
And
God help them.
Oh, by the
This-
way,
Hope they like late nights.
they were
No
the
doubt.
apartment. It was a 4-story walk up. Basically 2 apartments on each story.
Yeah.
it was a single wide, 4 stories up.
Yeah.
Basically, is what it seemed like. But so the family next door comes walking out onto the balcony with their infant that they
Oh,
put in a
dagger.
stroller and the
Yeah.
whole thing, and I'm just like,
Does it party?
oh crap.
You chose poorly.
And I'm like talking to
Exactly.
the guys.
May the
I'm
odds be forever in your favor.
I'm like, guys, we can't stay here. Like this isn't going to be good. And then
Call
the
the cops on them.
Yeah.
people in the balcony just start smoking pot in front of the infant.
What?
Right in front
Yeah.
of us. We're like,
Not
They're
our
down.
balcony.
Yeah.
Not our balcony.
I guess we're not the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
because they're
These
over here
motherfuckers set
partying.
the bar up high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And like they didn't even. It's like they didn't even try to test us. They were like, we don't care what you think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna start partying. So at that point, we were like, it's gonna be this kind of
That's
a
a
weekend.
good point because it's one thing to smoke it in front of your baby.
Yes.
It's another thing to not give a fuck about people seeing
Judging
you,
you smoking in
Yeah,
front of your
right.
baby. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's even
Like,
worse.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, you're cool.
Yeah. I'll talk to you in a second, but I'm hitting this pipe right
Yeah.
now.
And then I got to feed that infant over there.
That's right.
They had an old man who looked like
Some weed ass milk.
they had this old man
THC
looked like Roy Orbison. If anyone knows who Roy Orbison is, he looked just like Roy Orbison, but even older
Yeah.
and overweight. And he just sat out there and hacked up phlegm and smoked cigarettes the whole weekend.
Yeah. I wonder if it's the cigarettes
there-
doing that.
Is there a correlation?
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not a
No.
doctor, so I can't
Probably
really
just
speak
got
on it.
Cold. I'd
Probably
say.
Yeah.
just all the secondhand smoke from the baby.
Yeah.
From all the bowls that were
fucking
being
him up.
passed around.
But then we went over, checked out the house. Couldn't have asked for a better party house. Like,
really?
Because it was a total dump.
Yeah.
They had the weirdest thing I've ever seen. I will never understand the logic of this. In the kitchen and the family room, there were 2 stairs that went up to a landing that then went up. The stairs went upstairs. But then when you get up to the top of that landing, the bathroom was right there, but you would have to go back downstairs. So had
Like
they
2
just
stairs.
had they just put the bathroom
Oh.
on the ground, you could have avoided this landing
Yeah.
and just allowed it all to work. But like whoever designed it put the bathroom there and then was building the stairs. Like, oh, we're gonna have to put a landing here. You got to walk up and then back down.
And then, like, off the landing that went in the kitchen, there was another landing, and the stairs turned to the left. And you could basically just walk straight onto the counter.
yeah, there was no
You could,
railing.
like, there was no railing. You could just fall off into the
This
kitchen
was like
floor.
some backwards ass fucking
Oh,
house.
Lord.
the weirdest party house I've ever
But
seen.
it had 4 bedrooms upstairs. Each bedroom had a double and a twin in it.
Yeah.
Downstairs had a massive long living room, bigger than probably about the size of the pallet house, that had multiple couches with pull-outs in it. Like, it was
Nice.
an awesome party house. Nobody had to double up. Like, plenty of room.
No, it was perfect for us
Yeah.
because we were just a mess.
Yeah.
Every night till 4 a.m, 5 a.m, just getting after it. But it had like a porch out front. You know, everyone was partying on. It was excellent. It was very far from Seacrets, and as you know, the destination is always Seacrets.
Always.
Always secrets.
Which I didn't know this about Ocean City. I'm really glad we ended up bringing the bikes because when we got down there, it turns out that Ocean City has that bus lane
Yeah.
that doubles as a bike lane.
Oh, that's
So
cool.
you have a full
lane, a bike
bus
lane.
wide lane that no cars are allowed in. So you can go anywhere you want in Ocean City on bikes.
That's
like,
awesome.
Like
Did you use them a lot?
perfectly.
Yeah.
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 Oh, yeah. We went to Secrets and other places multiple times on the bikes.
The first day we went to Seacrets
Stupid little
on
bike
that,
club.
I kept thinking that. We had 5 bikes there.
Yep.
And they always rode in 5s. It was most of
Playing cards in your spokes.
It's pretty dope. It's pretty
Lights
dope.
all over them.
That first time we went to Seacrets on that Friday morning, we went up there. We had over 25 guys
Jeez.
in the crew. It was crazy. Like
That's when you roll up and you're like, we own this motherfucker.
Pretty much.
we absolutely did. I mean, there was no one who could come within 20 yards of us and not be like aware. Like, okay, be cool. That's 25 dudes
Yeah, yeah.
with no women to tell them, hey, don't punch him anymore.
That's
check
right.
yourself.
Like,
Yeah.
like that was
It's
insane.
the moral compass.
And there were a million bachelorette parties.
Oh, really?
And it's funny because, like, they all had their, like, matching shirts, and the one had the veil
Let
and
me
the
guess, they had
tiara.
the old, what the fuck is that thing called?
The sash.
The sash that says,
Dude, there was one that had a dude in it. Like, they all had matching red shirts. It was like Bride Gang or something.
Yeah, and
Bride Squad. And
Yeah.
there was a dude rocking the Bride Squad shirt.
It's like, what are you doing, dude?
was he dainty?
I didn't interact with him.
No.
We all assumed
Until
he was
late
dainty.
night.
Yeah. Well, we caught up later.
I knew you
That's
were
right.
dainty.
Yeah.
But even, like,
That is weird, though.
my thing was, like,
It's got to
look,
be a family member, but you would still think that there's no genders, bro. Why wouldn't you?
oh,
go?
yeah, that's right.
right.
Oh, I
Hey,
forgot.
when
2018.
I'm wrong, I'm
Yeah.
saying I'm wrong, and that was wrong of me
Yeah.
to say that. You're
Yeah.
right. Yeah,
No, I wouldn't do it.
we all had matching shirts.
Well, that's because we're old and weird.
Of course not.
Yeah, no,
We all had matching shirts, yeah. Yeah.
shirtless.
We were.
We're skins.
And our
We're
bachelor
skins.
sister was there. She had a great time.
That's right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
With her shirt on.
I did go. Did I tell y'all that I went to a bachelor party once that brought a chick?
Really?
Yeah, we went to Vegas and he brought a chick.
Was it The Bachelor?
It was the bachelor's friend.
Okay, I kind of get that. I guess.
I'll correct you. No, you do not get that. It was awful.
Oh, it was.
Well, like, was she just one of the guys, or was she?
She was
like,
trying to be one of the guys, but there's no chick that can substitute in for one of the guys.
Yeah.
Everyone's acting differently. Yeah, you get comfortable. Yeah, you make some jokes. You're still acting differently the entire time because you don't want to offend, but so much, like
yeah.
you'll throw a funny joke here and there, but like you're still like,
Right.
oh, there's a female next to us. Like,
exactly.
it's just so different, dude. And there wasn't like 25 of us. It was like 8 of us. So it's like,
Yeah, when you see a chick that's not that, doesn't look too clean, you might be like, she looks kind of gross. Instead, you'd be like, I bet a cooter's fucking disgusting.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
25 guys.
That's right.
God.
Yeah, like it was really weird. And none of us knew her that well either. Like we knew her. We hung out with her on other occasions because it was our buddy's friend. But it wasn't like she shows up, you do the high five, chest hug,
That's
like, what's
right,
up?
yeah.
Glad we're doing
Exactly,
this again. Like
yeah.
it was like, hey, how's it going here?
Right. So,
So
what do you guys want to do? Putt-putt?
like soup kitchen?
That's
what are we
right.
doing today?
Secrets.
Yeah.
Secrets.
The answer's always
That place
secrets.
is awesome.
It's the greatest place on earth, especially for like a bachelor party.
Oh, yeah.
And the bachelor showed up early on Thursday, went straight to Secrets, spent the whole day at Secrets. By the time he showed up
At the apartment.
when we all arrived, he was already absolutely in rare form.
Yeah.
I mean, just
Did he have his sash on
getting
too?
after it. What he had
Or
on
a
was
tiara?
a foul mouth.
Oh, I'm sure.
That's all he had. Just everything coming out of his mouth didn't make sense, but it was vulgar.
We did
Yeah.
call it the bachelorette party. We called ourselves the bachelorette party all
Yeah.
weekend.
Because, hey, there's no genders.
But
There's no genders, man.
things were fairly tame for the
Yeah.
most part on
You
that.
call it what you want, bro. It's your world. Who am I
On
to
that
tell you?
Thursday, I think it was fairly tame. Like we all just went out to a bar, hung out.
Yeah, yeah.
But Saturday was crazy because it was all day at Secrets, and you just can't, you can't not just be hammered. You're out in the sun, you're drinking all
Yeah.
day, and the beers are coming because when you're out in the water like that at Secrets, it's like you order 1,000 beers at a time, and they're just getting warm, and you're just chugging them.
And you don't care.
You do
You're like,
not
whose
care.
beers are these? I'll drink one.
Well, I could tell you, I honestly don't think of all the bars and everywhere we went, I ordered one beer
Yeah.
the entire time. It was, I'm buying this round, you're buying the next. Like, everybody was generous, everybody was having a good time, and it was flowing. Like, that Friday out in the Secrets, it was like, I need somebody to walk back in and get beer with me, and, like, the next round of people will go in, buy a round, bring it all out to everybody, and then, like, before you know it, another two people are going back in to get more beer.
There was one moment at Secrets where the pool waitress, or she comes out and she's got the big tray of everything, and she had beers on it, and then like a gaggle of shots, and
Test tubes or real shots?
real shots. And one of the guys with us goes, "All right, shots," and handed them all out. Everyone took the shots, and this guy's standing behind us. He goes, "The fuck are you doing? You just drank all my shots." It was awesome.
That is awesome.
I was like, oh, shit. The dude turned around and he was like, I didn't even think about that. I'm so sorry, bro. He's like, let me order you another round of shots. But it's going to be another 45 minutes before she gets
Yeah.
back. So that dude's been waiting all this time. We just took his shots. And he's like, all right.
You didn't order
guys."
enough. There's 20 of us.
It was brutal, man. Yeah, we drank
You better
his shots.
fix it this time.
Exactly.
Those were kamikazes.
What are you
in
ordering
there.
for us next?
Make mine whiskey.
Yeah, they
puss.
were your shots.
Exactly.
That was an awkward moment. But
That's-
we
That's funny.
We went so hard that Friday, man, and we left there and all went back to because we rode bikes.
Did you do any
there.
fishtails or fagers or anything?
Fishtails was the first night, of
Oh,
course,
okay.
of course.
Low key.
And then on Friday night, because Friday's Fagers night, everybody knows that Friday Fagers. At least I learned that because
Yeah.
everyone kept saying Friday Fagers. I was like, yeah, duh, I know that.
We're not
I'm grown up.
out of towners. We
Yeah.
totally live here.
Yeah.
So I remember, so we all went back to go get dinner and went over to Hooters, and because Hooters was 3 blocks from our apartment.
Jeez.
Perfect. So we're sitting in Hooters. Dude, the bachelor comes walking in to get dinner.
Yeah.
Full hooded sweatshirt. Dead of summer. Shaking. Sweat. Pouring.
What?
Walks in.
The sweat could have been because of the hood.
couldn't
He just walks in and he goes, I'm freezing. And he's sweating. And we're like, bro, you don't look cold.
That's
like,
not
you don't
good.
look good. And then he goes, I got to go to the bathroom. Walks right past our table, goes in there, apparently sits down and just starts shitting and puking, like all up in there.
Nice.
Like bad. Then comes walking out and he's like, somebody get me a to-go of wings. I'm going home. I'm
Yeah.
going to bed.
He walks out. He's ghost white. and-
Ghost white.
And I would say he looked like he dipped his head, like he got out of the shower. But you get out of the shower, like water's like running off you. Like you could see the beads. Like,
Yeah.
it was all beaded up
Yeah, that's
on
right.
all of him. Like, every exposed skin part was just beaded sweat. Like, you could see it coming out of his pores at the time. And we just were, like, wide-eyed looking at him like.
We're like, dude, he's going
So
to die.
he went home and shit it out like Colby?
Yeah, basically.
So we had to take the rug out.
That's right. No, we left that shit.
So we finished dinner, bring him all the leftovers. Like, here's all the wings, gave them to him. And he's like, I'm not going out tonight, guys. Like, I can't do it.
This is what night?
Friday
night.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's like, guys, I can't do it. I'm just done. And he looks like death. And so everybody's like leaving to go to the house to then rally and go to Fager's, And I'm like,
I went home and took a nap for an hour and a half.
After Seacrets?
After Seacrets, and we went from Seacrets directly to Hooters. It was probably around like 7:30, 8 o'clock. I was like, I'm going back to the house. I'm passing out. Hit me up when you're ready to leave, Brendan. He's like, will do.
which I did.
Which you did.
But so everyone leaves, and I'm getting ready to leave the apartment, and the bachelor's like heading into his room to go to bed. And I turn around and give it one last effort, and I'm like, dude, come on, it's your bachelor party. You got to rally. You got to do it. And he looks up and goes, fuck, you're so right. And he gets up, takes off the sweatshirt, walks out, goes over to the house. Boom. He's at Fager's drinking beers, taking shots. We even went out to Brass Balls after that. He rode with us the whole night. Like, I don't know how he rallied from that.
Wow.
Because he was in
And then he never had any signs of it the whole rest of the time?
just like changing a mask.
Yeah.
It was insane. I was like, damn. Like, that dude rallied.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen anybody
rally
So
rally.
he
the
may
next
be
day.
dead right now, is what you're saying?
Have not spoken to him in 2 days.
Okay.
That is a very
We're going to
good
go
point.
with a solid maybe.
Yeah.
Actually, it's been 3 days
Yeah.
since I've spoken to him. I did see that on a Marco Polo today. He watched one, but that's all I
Okay.
know. That
Nice.
could have been his wife
Yeah.
trying to
Trying to piece it together.
Trying to piece together
What happened to him?
who killed him.
Yeah.
But he rallied like a champ, man, and he went out and he was like fine. He wasn't even that drunk that night. He
Yeah.
was just kind of hanging out, doing his thing. Like he maintained just a really mellow.
Yeah.
I was proud of him, man. And then Saturday morning, like somebody lit a fucking fuse under him because he was, we're going to Seacrets first thing in the morning.
Yeah, he was. They've got great breakfast burritos.
They're known for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like half the crew's like fired up again. Like, we're going to Seacrets. We're going to Seacrets.
Friday was so bad that we lost 5 people who literally left Ocean City.
Really?
Just left.
Ghosted.
Ghosted. Went home.
Dropping smoke bombs.
We also lost a dude Thursday night. Like, literally lost him.
Oh, my God. I forgot about that. So there was a dude who went to Seacrets with The Bachelor on Thursday. And around 1 o'clock in the afternoon, he got separated from the group. And he was never seen again. Like, we were
The
like...
whole weekend?
So we found him. But so it's like this dude disappears. And it becomes a topic of conversation. Like, everybody who's showing up, at 5, 6...
They're like, where's dude? Where's dude? Everybody's like, we haven't seen him since 1. They're like, here's the problem. He was at Seacrets with us. He doesn't know where we're staying. He hadn't been to the place yet. And his phone's in our car because he didn't want to take his phone into the
Yeah.
bar.
The Bachelor's like, here's his ID. Like, he's got it. So, like, the dude has
Had nothing.
Dude
Yeah.
has nothing. He's got no way to do anything.
He's out there alone.
He's out there alone. From 1 o'clock was the last time he was seen. We're all standing outside hooting and hollering over at the house, 3 a.m. Keep in mind, he doesn't know where the house is or the apartments because he's never
talking
never
15
seen either.
And
He-
Seacrets-
15 hours later.
Yeah,
14
and
hours
Seacrets
later.
is, we were at 7, Seacrets at 49th. So it's not like, 5 blocks away and, I could have bumped into you guys. Like, you're 40-some blocks away, dude. Like, it's...
He'd never
Yeah.
seen the house, knew nothing. He went straight to Seacrets, started partying, got separated from the group. 3 a.m. This dude's staggering down the street.
I say it was after 3 because I went to bed at like 3:05 and I was in the house and everybody else was in the house. I think that's where he showed up, right?
There was one guy outside smoking a cigarette out on the front porch and looks out. Dude's like, dude. It's like, you got to see this. And this dude's standing on the corner in a bathing suit, no shirt, no shoes, Nothing. It's after 3 in the damn morning.
Yeah.
And he's just standing there. And the dude's like, hey, yo. The dude looks up. He's like, oh. He's like
saved his life.
Oh, my God.
And he shows up and he's still somehow just smacked.
Yeah.
Like, so by the grace of God, he kept running into people who kept partying with him, I guess.
Wow.
Because he just was
Talk about
hammered.
time traveling.
Seriously.
Just
Time
staggered.
and space.
Yeah.
Like,
He just happens to be 40-some blocks from where he was last seen.
Dying to know who this is.
3 streets in from the ocean. So,
Yeah.
like, no reason he should be on this street even. And we just happened to run into him.
Right.
He would have been lost forever.
Oh, yeah.
3-something in the morning.
Milling
find him,
around.
put his ass to bed. Next
Yeah.
day, he was up with us. It was crazy.
Wow.
But, yeah, Saturday was a different beast because we lost 5 people.
Yeah.
People were really in bad shape, but the bachelor's like, we are going to Seacrets.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know what? I'm in. And at this point, I'm thinking, you know what I fucked up on the whole day before and all the excitement? I didn't bring the dong sarong.
you brought it,
Oh,
but you didn't
my
wear
God.
But I forgot all
it. Yeah,
about
you
it.
forgot to put it on.
Like, I literally just forgot that I even had it. Because in the excitement of, like, 25 dudes are going to Seacrets, I just went.
I thought you wore it constantly. I didn't know
Yeah,
you took it off.
never took it
I was
off.
kind of confused.
Washing it nightly.
Yeah.
I walked
or
out.
every other night.
That
Yeah.
morning, the bachelor's like, we're going to Seacrets. So it's around noon. And I'm like, you know what I'm getting? And I went in, got the dong sarong, put it on. And I just came walking out and then went out to the boardwalk and was just standing on the deck,
He went out on the balcony and just stood on the balcony.
Oh, God.
just watching the people go by, like just soaking up the energy. Like, we're doing this today.
Were you getting energy from other people? Like, what? Look at this
I don't know what
motherfucker
I
on
was
the balcony.
doing. I was in a different state of mind. I put on some pants. Oh, there's footage of that?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's not good. I don't like that footage at all.
That's horrible.
I didn't know there was footage of that. So I put the bathing suit on, went to Seacrets, loaded up 5 bikes. Troy did not want to go, so someone else borrowed his bike. We'll call him KC. Right, so my boy KC's like, let me borrow his bike.
Yeah.
So
And I know this guy, but I don't know him that well. But I've hung out with him a few times, and he can be a loose cannon.
Yeah, yeah.
he's certainly.
And I've
a
heard,
loose
and
cannon.
his reputation precedes him.
Yeah,
Like,
definitely.
he's known for being a loose cannon.
That's right.
And I'm like, man, they asked me. They all come up. They're like, can we take your bike, man? I'm like, and he's like, can I take your bike? I was like, man, yeah. Not really feel. I don't
Is this
really.
a nice bike?
It's my beach cruiser.
Okay.
I mean, it's a couple $100.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, but it's more sentimental, and I just don't want to lose it, and don't
Right.
want something to happen.
Valid
to it.
concern.
Yeah.
Don't want to
But-
give it to the loose
But
cannon.
I don't
And
want to
giving
be
it
the
to
guy
KC.
like.
Yeah.
I don't want to be the guy that tells him no. You know, like we're
That
all
Troy's
having
a
fun.
dick.
Yeah, exactly. Right. So I'm like, sure, and he's promising me, dude, nothing's gonna happen to this thing. I promise you. Like, and I got Brendan and everybody else, the other 4 guys who I know very well, are all like, we're not gonna let anything happen to this. I promise you.
Yeah.
So they go.
We got your back, Troy. We got your back because we are sober,
Yeah.
Right.
and laser focused on
Super
just
focused.
taking care of your bike
So they ride up there.
in a
They're-
dong sarong.
They're Marco Poloing us all day, and they are getting.
This is
They're getting
Saturday.
loose. They're getting
And
way
on this
loose.
day, there's only 8 of us now. So
Yeah,
we've
yeah.
gone from 25 to 8 because 5 people left, and everyone else is like, I'm never going back there.
We're all sitting at the house.
I need to sleep.
We're all sitting at the house drinking. One dude
Playing
brought that
Punch-Out
little
and stuff.
the little Nintendo travel thing.
Yeah.
We're all just bullshitting, telling stories from the night before, and we're watching these dummies just get worse and worse and worse on the Marco Polo. Now, in the back of my mind, I'm like, all right, this is not gonna end well for Troy. Like,
Yeah.
now, luckily or unluckily, I'm not feeling so well, so I didn't even crack my first beer. Like, it was like I hadn't even eaten, and it was like 4 or 5, and Stu's like, I want some seafood. And I was like, dude, I haven't eaten all day. I was like, we're at the ocean. Let's go get seafood. So Stu and I go on a nice seafood dinner.
Yeah,
That's
you
nice.
did.
That's
And,
adorable.
yeah. And I started drinking some beers there.
Red Lobster,
Yeah, yeah. I got some
Captain D's.
butter biscuits.
cheddar biscuits.
We went to this place called Hammerheads. Actually, it has some really good.
Actually, that's an Ocean City
we went
staple.
Dude, we had some great oysters and shrimp and stuff. We went all out. And we come back to the house, and then I'll let Brendan take it over from here.
Well, so to give you a little insight into how the day goes, though, so you can understand the state of mind we were in, I'm about 2 beers into the day, and like, I'm a little nervous because there's a guy in front of us that all he wants to do is fight, and we still have the mentality of we're 25 deep, but we're 8 deep.
Yeah, yeah.
And this dude just like, he's picking fights with everybody.
This is at Seacrets.
Yeah, out in the water, and he's like
Yeah.
so aggressive. His boys are trying to hold him back, like from everybody. And I'm like, I'm just trying to take off these pants and rock this dog.
You wanted to show the dog sarong off.
But I'm thinking, this dude's going to freak out.
Yeah.
Like when he sees it, he's going to freak out. And after about 2 beers, my confidence is going up. And I was like, you know what? Screw this guy. I dropped this thing. This dude doesn't know what to do. I'm standing there in the dong sarong looking at him.
Yeah, you are.
And the water, like, I
know,
remember the
it's-
water being higher, but really the water's like right at
Low
nut
thigh.
level. Yeah,
Yeah.
like
Yeah, it's just over your knees.
Yeah.
Like so the dong sarong is out.
Yeah.
And man,
there's
this
no
dude,
like hiding like PPP where like he's like
Under the water.
under
yeah.
the water, nobody knows.
Right.
Haha, it's cute. Like
this
it's
dude
in full
takes
effect.
one look and is like, I'm not fighting that homo.
Yeah.
So he's like, I'm out.
Only making out.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. He's like, oh, I'm too turned on. I'm out of here. So he takes off, and I'm like, sweet, it worked. Like I got rid of the bully. The unexpected effect of this, though, was that all of a sudden, like, a dude comes over immediately to our group and is like, you are the man, dude. That is amazing. He's like, how did you make it? And I'm like, funny. I didn't make it. I got this from a listener. I do a podcast called It's Inside the Pallet House. And he's like, well, that's amazing. I got to listen. I'm like, this is going great. Like, this is perfect.
Dudes are coming up to me. This is
Nailed
why
it.
I wore
This is why I
it.
wore it. Yeah.
Then the next
Looking
thing
for
I
some
know-
action.
As soon as dude rolls away, he's talking up to his girls going, I'm getting one. Like, that's amazing. Then it's like, boom, bachelorette party comes over. Boom. Like, Sue's over there. Like, that's the most amazing thing. Can we have a picture with you? And I'm like, absolutely.
Yeah.
This-
of
This
course.
is where he's going. If I'm him, like it's all fun to wear it. I don't need a million pictures of me wearing this thing.
But
Because you're all over Facebook,
But
Twitter.
no one knows who I am.
But you know that he knows that going into it.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, I didn't mind being the center of attention.
Right, right.
But it was way more than I ever anticipated.
Oh, it got worse.
Even to the point the bachelor's like, we got to take a lap. And in my mind, I was like, I'm not leaving this float. Like,
Yeah.
I'm here.
Yeah. This
He's
is my
like-
safe spot.
He's like, no, we got to take a lap. We take a lap. I can't get more than a few feet before someone's either handing me a beer or girls are coming over. Like, let me get a picture. Like, it got insane. Like, insane. I had girls coming over. Like, do you know how to twerk? I got to see you twerk. So then, like, they're giving me twerking lessons. And I'm like, clearly I should be twerking with you ladies.
Yeah,
so, like,
duh.
I'm learning how to twerk.
Science.
I had a lieutenant in the police force out of Baltimore teaching me that the problem with my twerk is I'm not making enough wake. That
No-
was really good advice.
No legs, shrimp boat, Lieutenant.
Yeah.
Oh, it turns out you just got to really yes. It was seriously
Everybody knows he's a twerking coach.
just drowning.
Yeah, exactly.
He's so close to the ground. He just
Yeah,
gets
right,
down
right.
on it.
Yeah.
Everywhere I went, man.
You got new legs.
It was unbelievable. Like, and so that
Magic
kind of
leg.
that kind of attention created a drink-a-thon that I don't even think we were ready for.
Oh, yeah.
Because, I mean, everybody coming over.
And the 7 other are just bebopping around like, this is my guy.
There was one guy who was with our group who we'll just call him the Funk.
Yeah. P-Funk.
He immediately saw me. He's like, "Oh hell no!"
He got
and
the
he
fuck
walked
out.
He
That's
must have gotten.
hilarious.
He must have gotten 50 yards from us
Yeah.
and stayed over there
The whole time.
for like 30 minutes. He wouldn't come back to us. He's
Yeah.
like, "Oh hell no!" But
He
then
was telling me, he's like, I had sight on him because he knew he was leaving when they were leaving, but he
Yeah.
was like, I wasn't hanging out
I was-
there.
it was like he was a surveillance van.
He was
keeping
recon.
distance.
but he's anyone who knows
I can see
this
them. They can't see me.
Oh, yeah.
He's like a total homophobe.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
like
yeah.
it totally freaked him out.
Right.
Like even having that around. So he stayed over there for I don't know how long, but after a while,
Don't protest too much.
yeah, and that I totally agree with that statement. But
I kid.
Yeah, yeah.
P-Funk.
But once he even started to see like the amount of people coming over, he was even like, well, I mean, I guess I can.
I guess it's okay.
Yeah, exactly.
So like even he
Can I get
threw
a picture?
he tossed his morals to the wind and came
Right.
over. I mean, it was. I don't think I've ever been so popular. It was an unexpected result from wearing it because every other time I've worn it, it's just kind of like awkward, and then you like. I was a rock star for 5 hours,
Yeah.
and so the drinks just kept flowing from every direction for all of us. So we got really, really hammered, more hammered than I think we were the day prior, and.
Did you ride the bike home with the Dong Sarong?
No, I clearly put on pants. Like I couldn't. Like so, once the place started thinning out and
The
everything,
chafing would have been too much.
it would have been
Yeah.
brutal. It would have been brutal. So I ended up putting on my bathing suit and we left, right? And so we're leaving and we cannot find.
I'm just picturing him with a Lance Armstrong helmet on, with some gloves with the fingers out, with
Yeah.
the Dong Sarong, maybe even some shoes, some biker shoes.
I was definitely rocking.
Clipped in.
Yeah, exactly. In their holsters.
I definitely rocked the Nectar Aviators
Yeah.
because as I was leaving the house, I was like, the Aviators are the look.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, you gotta have if you're gonna wear a dong sarong, you rock that.
Tom Cruise would wear this Dong Sarong, and he would rock these
For sure.
aviators.
Fist pumping at the jet.
That's right.
Yeah.
It was a good. I wish I could find some of the photos that were taken that day, but no one knows.
Playing with the boys.
I guess I should just start looking through Saturday with like hashtag secrets, and see if I can just
Yeah, that
find
might
one.
not be a bad idea.
You know, there's got to be one somewhere.
or you might want to hang yourself after you see all those pictures.
I was having too much fun. I was in a different state of mind. I was having a blast. You couldn't see my eyes. Like my left eye was all shut. My other eye's all droopy. Because I remember someone was like, let me see your eyes for the photo. And they like took them off. And they were like, you can wear them. They put them back on and then took my photo. It was pretty
That's
funny
awesome.
to me. But so we're leaving. And our crew is going, dude, where the hell is KC?
Uh-oh.
Like, we cannot find Casey for
With
the
that
life of
sweet
us.
ass beach cruiser.
So we find everybody that's missing in the group except him. Now, P-Funk is like calling him, can't get a hold of him. We can't find this guy anywhere. Now, it's not always easy to get a hold of somebody because your phone's like in a bag or it's in a locker. Like, you don't want it out in the water.
Yeah.
But we looked around for this guy forever, like walking around Seacrets, trying to find him, checking out the different bars. We're like, I don't know, man. He must have just left.
Yeah.
Must
Like,
have
that's-
bounced.
So, I mean, we called him a bunch. We'd looked for him forever. We're like, all right, he bounced. Well, we walk outside. We go over to our bikes. Troy's bike
Guess
is
whose bike's still there? My bike.
still
it
locked
is.
the damn thing. And we're like, well, there's no way for us to, like, carry
Take
a
it.
bike home.
Yeah.
So we're like, damn it. So we're calling him a couple more times. We're like, he fucked Troy. He totally fucked Troy. Like he just left. He must have, who knows what he ran into that took him home, but he's gone.
Yeah.
So I called Troy up and I'm like, hey man, I got
Panic as fuck.
I'm like, I'm
He was?
yeah, I was not.
Brandon was not. He's like, hey, man, we can't find Casey. Your bike's here. I don't know what to do. And I'm like,
Casey, he fucked you, dude. He fucked you, man.
I'm like, I lose my shit, dude. I'm like,
yeah, so he's pissed. Troy's
I'm like,
not
that.
happy.
I fucking knew it. I
Yeah,
should have
yeah, yeah.
never fucking allowed. And I'm like, you're a goddamn worthless piece of shit, friend. Like, I'm not
Yeah.
even claiming him at this point.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
It got heated quick.
Stu's like, look, man, jump in the truck.
Stu's been drinking since 10 a.m. This is
Well,
like
he kind of
6.
he pulled back, and then I was like, "Are you sure, dude? Like, I don't want anything to happen." He's like, "Nah." He's like, "I'll take you up there. We'll get the bike." So Brennan's calling me again. He's like, "What am I gonna do, man?" And I was like, "Look, we're getting in the car. We're coming up there. We're gonna get the bike." So I'm fucking furious. Get up there. Well, Brennan's like, "You want me to wait for you?" I was like, "No, dude. Just you guys get." I was honestly at this point, after watching all these Marco Polos and talking to these fucktards.
He probably didn't even want to see us.
Well, no, I was worried because I knew they had 40 blocks to ride.
Yeah.
The 4 of them, at least without KC,
And my blood alcohol had to be near 0.08.
at least. But I was honestly worried for them. Like, yeah, they had a nice bike lane, but you're still riding it. It's like riding down Broad Street with an extra lane.
I mean,
which is cute because you have a whole
After
lane.
Secrets.
But
It's a
that doesn't
highway,
mean, that doesn't
though.
mean another car can't come into your lane and take you out, or you
Right.
can't accidentally slide into the other lane.
It wasn't the safest situation, so I get why you were a little concerned. It was awkward.
So we get up.
Stu gave you a ride to get your bike.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
Stu
so-
saved the day.
Hooked him up, man.
His car was direct.
Had you left already, or did you wait for them to get there?
No, so we left because it was starting to rain.
It
And,
started to
Oh,
rain,
okay.
and they called me, and like we were. By the time he called me back, like we were halfway there.
Please tell me Casey hit you up and is like, "Where's the fucking
so
bike? I
we
need
get
a ride."
we get home.
And we get back,
We get home.
and everybody's cussing him. You know,
Everybody's
hollering
talking
at
about
him.
what a sack of shit he is.
Yeah.
And then my phone rings. And I pick it up, and KC's like, dude, someone stole all the bikes.
So we,
Did you
and
keep that joke going?
forgot. No, so we forgot. So another dude got a call from KC before he called Brendan.
This is still after you're all
Yeah.
back. Okay.
That was still at the house.
Yeah.
So we get back and one dude's like, dude, as soon as you left, KC called and was like, all the bikes are gone. They've all been stolen.
Yeah.
All the bikes are
Right.
stolen.
Yep.
So he's freaking out because Troy's bike is stolen at this point.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, my God. He's not even worried about how am I going to get home or anything. He's,
He's
like,
not worried about anyone else's bikes.
Yeah.
Like he just knows the 4 of them are gone and all 5 bikes are gone.
Yeah.
So
so the four of us are looking at each other like, oh, shit. We just left KC and then made Troy drive his drunk ass all the way down here and pick up a bike.
Right.
Like, oh, God.
Nice.
We screwed. Not only we screwed KC, we screwed Troy. I apologize the rest of the night. I apologize
Stu.
again on the air. I apologize to Stu. Apologize to you.
That's awesome.
Apologize to KC.
So then KC gets back and he's like, Troy, I was not going to let anything happen to your bike. I promise. And like I cooled down by then because I'd realized like the hilarity
What had
of the
happened,
situation. He's like, I didn't want you. You know, I don't know you that well, and I knew I was going to come home. You were going to kick the shit out of me because I fucking got your bike stolen. And I was like, nah. I was like, maybe if it was one of the other dudes that was there that we all know who gets a little hot-headed. But I was like, nah, man. He was very apologetic. And I felt bad because I was cussing his name
well, and he
on
had
the way
to pay
down
for
the
an
road.
Uber the whole way home
Yeah.
and everything,
Oh, I'm sure.
which none of us reimbursed him for.
No.
Because fuck that.
But it was like a good 20, 30 minutes after you lost him to when you left and I got up there.
And
like
then
it-
we got home before we
Yeah.
got a call. We had to ride our bikes back. So I mean, he was missing. I don't know. I still don't know to this day what he was doing. So I blame
He
that
him.
doesn't
was
either.
that was a very, very funny,
When I got
unfortunate
that
story.
call, dude, where are you guys? Someone stole all the bikes. We got to find Troy's bike. And I'm like, oh, dude, I'm drinking a beer in the kitchen. Oh, man. I
You
think,
didn't hear?
Where the hizzy? Where are you?
Oh, man. You know what must have happened was.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh.
So we're at Secrets?
So I guess we left you.
Yeah.
It was butt awkward. He's like, "What? Are you serious? Like, could you just get an Uber, dude?
Yeah.
We
We'll
got,
be here.
Yeah, we're here.
We got
Yeah.
we got a 30-pack in the fridge for you."
That was awesome too. Like we go the first.
Kennedy, your turn. Beer bong.
Exactly.
Gotta go, man.
Having a blast. Get an Uber, bro.
Yeah.
It was awesome. We go like we're on a block that has like an ABC store. It's got like a 24-hour pizza and sub place. Like we're like in a good spot for what we're doing.
Yeah.
We go the first night and everybody's buying like 2 30-packs of beer, and it's like $60. You're like, man, I'm getting kicked in the nuts, right? But you go out to the bar and you buy a round, you buy 5 beers, and they were like $6 a pop.
Yeah,
so you're
exactly.
like, oh, that 30-pack, really a steal, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. That town's crazy because every night it'd be like 4 a.m. when you'd leave and you'd walk down to that pizza shop and it would be packed out.
Oh yeah.
Packed out with
Yeah.
drunks laughing, all ages too. 60-year-olds laughing down to 15-year-olds.
I got
That's
the
right.
Uber. I got the Uber at Fagers and just walked straight there. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. I was like, must eat food now.
It was to have a pizza shop in your backyard is like the best.
yeah.
Case.
Oh, yeah,
It
for
was
sure.
awesome.
And since it doesn't serve booze, it's like it's open all 24 hours.
Yeah.
And why is it all just like Eastern Bloc European women?
Oh,
It
yeah,
was
sure.
Yeah.
everywhere.
All beach towns are that way.
It's so,
So
insane.
weird, right?
It is.
And then in the winter, they're all at the ski resorts.
Yeah.
Doesn't make any sense. But
Really wild.
Anyway, we had a
Yeah.
good time.
It was a good trip. I'm still recovering.
No one got arrested. No one got seriously injured.
People got lost.
People
Bikes
got
were
lost.
stolen.
Wallets, phones got lost.
That always happens.
Babies,
None of mine.
Babies got high.
Babies got stoned. You know,
It was-
typical.
You know, Ocean City
usual.
weekend.
Yeah. You know what's the sad part, or maybe the awesome part? There's a lot of other people that could tell those same stories about babies getting stoned, people getting lost that were there
yeah.
that weekend.
Yeah.
Because Brent will tell you, like, one morning we were out, like, he was over at the apartment. I wasn't there, but, like, he went out on the balcony. He said the boardwalk was just as packed at 4 in the morning as it was at 10 in the morning.
That's crazy.
You know, like, it's just,
Just hordes
it's like
of
the
guys
city
and
that
girls.
never sleeps, you know?
It is a ridiculously white trash beach. It's
Yeah.
amazing. Like nothing I'd ever seen. I mean, I've been seeing it since I was 6, but you see it again and you're like, oh, yeah, still like
It's a
that.
different style of boardwalk than Virginia Beach for sure.
Did you have any interactions with cops?
I don't think I did see some cops on bikes like the first night we got there, but I don't remember like running into any cops.
Yeah, I didn't really have. I had to run in with a like a security guard cop.
Uh-huh.
He might have been a real cop. I have no idea.
They're not worried about you guys. They see you and they're like, "Hey, what's going on, old guy?
Yeah.
Seen any crazy young kids fucking shit up?"
Exactly.
That's what they're
we
up
know what
to.
you're doing here.
Yeah.
That's not the interaction I had with the security guard.
No.
How'd it go?
No, it was like it's like 4 or 5 in the morning or something, and I went walking back.
Is he
and-
recording his farts?
Yes, that video's hilarious.
Yeah.
I like walked around to the front and I saw there were a bunch of guys out on our balcony at the hotel, and I'm like hollering up at them. I'm like, "Yeah, guys, what's going on?" I'm talking to them from 100 yards away at the top of my lungs. The security guard's like, "Hey, you can't be hollering over here. This is private property for those in the hotel. So either you're staying here or you're gonna keep on moving. And I don't want to hear you." And I just reached in my pocket, pulled out a key, and just laughed.
That's awesome.
I was like, ha, ha, ha. Walked right past him and up the stairs.
Yeah.
He was like, "That fucking punk kid."
That's
so
awesome.
I definitely had a punk kid interaction
you
with
did.
some security guard. It didn't get
You
heated.
never lose it.
No, I'll
Yeah.
always be a dumbass.
Yep.
No, someone else must have had a good vacation recently. Because I was.
Who?
You know who I heard from this week?
What? Who?
One Boo Boo Mysterio
Get out of here.
Has-
Nuh-uh.
has
Resurf-
crawled.
Surfaced?
The man, the legend.
Did we get a picture this
He's
time?
been hiding.
Troy, reach over there and grab that picture.
What am I looking at here?
Ooh.
This picture
All right,
is
this is a big ass
Diesel Dodge.
Ram
Cummins.
Cummins.
which is
and it's-
that's a hell
It's
of a truck.
It's towing a massive fifth wheel,
Yeah.
and he's in the middle of some desert with some awesome landscape behind him. That's the shit Forrest Gump was running through at one
That's
point.
the shit that fucking Fear and Loathing. They be driving
Yep.
through that shit.
Yeah.
That's either
Where is that?
It looks like Vegas.
Outside Vegas?
according to the picture.
Yep.
Boo Boo Mysterio is in Colorado.
Really?
He's in Colorado, and he's having
He's a traveling motherfucker.
He absolutely is. But I can tell you this: every time I get a package from our mystery beer supplier, he always puts the address of the park he'd stayed in.
Yeah.
Boo Boo may be coming on some hard times.
Really?
This wasn't a 5-star junk like
Every
before?
other one he's been at has been a 5-star. I started reading the reviews of this one. Boo Boo, what's up, dude? This is you got these people weren't the reviews weren't good.
He needs some of the ITPH money, what you're saying?
It was a 3-star. All the other ones he's been at are like 4 3/4 stars.
Yeah.
This was a 3-star. This place had been Fiona faced a handful of times in
Really?
the reviews.
You're out in the middle of nowhere. I mean, they can't all be 5 stars, right?
I'm just worried about our boy. But based on the photo, he's doing fine.
Dude, did you see the license plate?
Take a look at that license plate. Read what that license plate says.
Dude, it says ITPH on it, and it has a big rainbow over it.
Which would insinuate
Hawaii.
Hawaii.
Yeah.
But that's not Hawaii. That's clearly a
He
stretch of
drove
road
that thing from Hawaii?
Wow, that is an awesome truck.
That is, I've been a Mopar guy for a long time.
That's
and
right.
Now
Yeah,
I'm
that's
sold.
that new Cummins. Yeah.
That's that James
Submarine.
Bond junks.
It does. Those wheels turn horizontal.
Yeah.
I'm guessing that's a Photoshop job.
Dude,
He-
it honestly, it does not look like a Photoshop
it
job.
doesn't, but I
If
cannot.
it is a Photoshop job, he is high. Maybe that's his job. 'Cause
Yeah.
that's what I mean. It's like
Both photos are gorgeous.
I'm assuming he works with the dude Ethan in Mission Impossible. He's the IT guy.
both the photos he
Who
sent
rips
us
down
are
the
absolutely
ADT
gorgeous.
security panel and plugs in some cords and breaks into shit.
and we'll have to post this picture. Like this picture is like from a 45, 30-degree angle from the front of the truck, so you can see the whole front of the truck and all the way down the side of the truck and the fifth wheel.
It's a gorgeous photo.
So
It
like
is.
it's not like a straight on shot of the license plate. So like
No,
to
no.
be able to match that angle and shading and all that stuff. I mean,
Takes skill.
I'm thinking he has an ITPH
no.
license. Yeah.
No.
Why?
No, that's Photoshop.
It's. I mean, maybe. Hey, read the file name on the back.
Boo Boo Mysterio.
That's awesome.
This dude is legit.
Yeah, he is.
He named it his name.
Yeah,
You know,
He is secretive.
he is.
I can't figure him out. I cannot figure him
When's
out.
he coming on
It's
the
another
air?
professional-looking photo.
Well, he went southeast-ish.
He's making
Maybe
his
he's heading
way.
this way.
Yeah.
He's making his way because he was in California the last 2 times that we heard from him.
I thought he was in like
He started in
or
Washington,
Oregon.
right?
Yeah.
Oregon.
Before that, he was up.
But now he's
up
coming
north, and now
Pacific Coast Highway down, and now he's busting east.
Yeah, hit a left.
he's coming a
And
little east.
Albuquerque.
yeah, heading this way.
We know he's not Summer of Tom because that dude bought a Miata, and that is the exact opposite of Miata.
Yeah. That
Well,
thing
Dodge
runs over
Cummins
Miatas.
diesel.
Why would it be Summer of Tom?
I'm just saying that's the only dude I know that doesn't work that has, discretionary money. Well,
I know he does
now.
now, but
Oh, yeah.
During the Summer of Tom, he didn't.
we don't know. We have no idea who this is.
No.
That's
And
actually
I think-
understatement.
I think that the Hawaii plate was photoshopped too. I think that's to throw us off. That's
Yeah,
that's the only
definitely.
thing
I
I.
I
agree.
think he's real. I think he's from
I think
Hawaii.
he did that because Hawaii has a rainbow on it, and I think it's just further mocking
You.
like me.
You
Yeah,
and your
I guess
lifestyle.
My lifestyle's dope, dude. Miatas and donks wrongs.
Totally straight.
Look, Boo Boo's got his life. I got mine. That's all good.
His life scenes come awesome.
This guy, yeah.
His
he's-
life seems real awesome.
Yeah,
I keep assuming it's a he.
it is.
With a name like Boo Boo Mysterio.
Yeah,
Who
with
names
the
their
rig
daughter
like
that?
Yeah.
I agree.
Percentage of people that pull fifth wheels like that with trucks like that.
There's
And
a
he-
car
and-
behind the fifth wheel.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Is that a
doesn't-
Jeep?
It doesn't
Silver
look like
Jeep.
it's being towed, though.
No,
Silver
he's
Jeep.
killing it.
Like it's following it,
Yeah,
not being
in
towed.
tandem.
Yeah.
And
That's
yet
his old
again,
lady.
Exactly.
he has sent a beer from the locale that he was in.
Oh, the beer's from Colorado. Is that how you deduce that?
Well, it said it on the side of the beer. It's a Breckenridge.
There you go.
But how do you know that he's in Colorado other than that?
Well, just the return address.
Oh, okay.
But that
Which-
picture might not be Colorado. I don't know. Is it? Is that a Colorado
That doesn't
picture?
look Colorado.
Looks more like Arizona or something.
It
Yeah,
looks
like
further
Vegas.
west. I'll give you that. But it could
like
be.
Albuquerque.
Yeah.
So
What
let's
is this
see.
beer?
This is the Breckenridge Nitro Irish Stout, which I've never had.
Me either. I
And-
love
and-
nitros.
Immediately when I saw it, I was like, ooh, he got a nitro beer. He's basically sending the equivalent of sending Ely a Hefeweizen to me.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
it's a lock. Like, I'm going to like this.
Yeah,
sure.
I love a nitro.
Nitro's just so smooth. And,
It's
and
got such a different taste than most beers.
and
Texture.
yeah,
Apparently
that's
the
it. It's
Case
just
is childproof too.
It's Troy proof.
Well, I'm just trying to make it neat.
I actually brought pint glasses out here because I don't want to do this improperly.
I think we should take some pictures and post them on the Facebook page so Boo Boo can see what we're up to. Is that crazy talk?
That pop like the Guinness does.
I hope so.
Hence the nitro.
There, I got a picture for Boo Boo with Troy pouring it. There we go.
But how do we get it from you to the damn interwebs?
Well, we got to.
Well, from me, it's impossible. I
Yes,
don't have
exactly.
anything. So we shall see.
Put the picture in the picture too.
We'll figure it out.
Oh, we're doing halvesies, huh? Ooh.
Well, I figured Ely didn't need a whole one. You and I can do a full one.
I love the way a nitro beer looks when it pours.
Now, is a nitro beer just that it has a nitrogen cartridge? Is that why it's called nitro?
Yes.
Yeah, but it doesn't have CO2 in
Doesn't
it.
have CO2.
The nitrogen just makes it smoother.
You mean top yours off, Brendan?
Sure. I'm assuming I'll like it, but we'll see.
What you say smooth comes off as flat to normal people.
Well, that's part of the smoothness.
Silky in your mouth.
But when you pour it in, it does that Guinness like reverse waterfall.
Yeah.
You know, as it goes through it. I'm excited to
now,
try
the can
this.
says, taste great from the can or experience nitro in a glass. Smooth, cascading, dry stout brewed with roasted Irish malts.
Oh, interesting.
Do we know the
ABV? I do not.
4.8.
I don't know anything about this. I've never even seen.
It's a 4-pack of cans. They're 13.6-ounce cans, and it's 4.8.
I've never even seen that beer. You know, the
I've never
Breckenridge,
seen it either.
They make a vanilla porter that you cannot. Well, maybe you can. I've never seen it with nitro, but I've seen it in like bars on nitro. That vanilla porter is to die for. It's an amazing beer. But this I've never seen on the East Coast.
I think I almost bought the vanilla porter.
A couple weeks ago, you mentioned it, and I was
Yeah.
like, "Ooh, I wish you would have," because that is a good one. This beer is very interesting. I'm digging on
Do you want me to
this.
go?
Not yet.
You got to go last.
You guys and your fucking rules.
Well, you're the end all be all.
I mean, this is burying
Fair
the
point,
lead.
Troy.
This is burying
Fair
the
point.
lead, you know?
I like this. I like stouts. I like nitro stouts. It's just a smooth drinking beer. I don't mind the malt. Don't know how else to describe it. I mean, it's not far off from a Guinness.
It's got more flavor than a Guinness, I think.
Yeah, that's probably safe to say. It's easy on the nose. Finishes pretty smooth. Like Ely hinted at earlier, you might think it's flat because it's not as carbonated because nitro is not as effervescent as the carbonation, as CO2. That's why when you do a half and half on Guinness, it floats.
Yeah, isn't that the weirdest thing? The Guinness is on the top in a half and half. You always would assume, like if you just thought Guinness is heavy, it goes on the bottom,
Yeah.
but the nitro keeps it on the top.
Keeps it lighter. People always say, "Oh, it's so heavy. I can't have but once."
Actually, far lighter.
Yeah, totally opposite.
Lighter than anything out there. You put it on
Yep.
top of a cider.
Yep. I'll give this a 3.5 all day, and I'll drink the next one. I like this beer.
Oh, there's no way. Well, based on what I've tasted, these aren't making it through the night. These are. If I had to describe it, I think Guinness is a good starting point.
Yeah.
But what it has that's different than Guinness is there's like a slightly. It's either coffee or cocoa. I don't know which one of those is coming through, but it's
Yeah, I can see that.
one of those flavors. You know how like when they say coffee sometimes has cocoa like flavors in it? It's that flavor of coffee that comes
Like when
through.
you breathe out, you can kind of really taste the
Yes.
that.
So it's like I don't know if I would call it coffee.
If you
or
say
chocolate.
coffee, you taste it. If you say cocoa, you taste it. It's kind of like you're
I'll
tricking
give you
your
that
brain. Yeah.
because I haven't. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. It's smooth as can be, or as Ely said, it's flat because there is no carbonation that I can feel like
no.
mouth feel like that. I was gonna go 3.5. I think I'm gonna bump it up to a 4. Knowing Guinness is a 5 in my world,
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it a 4. I think that's a damn good stout, and I have a hard time really getting into stouts if they're not Guinness. There's that left-handed milk stout that we had on
Yeah.
Nitro that won a deli a while back. That was amazing. This is right up there with it. This is not sweet like a left-handed milk stout.
Yeah.
It doesn't have any sweetness to it. So for a malty beer, there's no sugar coming through. That's a fine beer.
I could easily up mine to a 4 out of 5.
It's a 4 for
it's
me.
a 4, yeah.
It's a 4 for me.
It's a good 4.
Boo Boo, well played, sir. But
But have
Boo Boo,
won
as
the
you
deli?
know,
Yeah.
until you get on the other side of those mountains, you don't win the reward, right, Boo Boo?
That's it.
Let's see what happens on the other side of the mountains.
I like this beer.
It's a strong start.
The only problem that I have with it is what I mentioned before, is the flat. To me, it's almost like you're drinking dirty water. because of the fact that it's just
Because
it
you're not
tastes
getting-
like fucking
You're not
water.
You're not used to it. You're not used
Exactly.
to that
Absolutely.
that mouthfeel. That
yeah, I'm
that
used to
flatness.
expecting
Bubbles.
some kind of a bite.
Yeah.
But I love the flavor. It's super smooth. It's not hard to drink. I mean, I'm already I'm
you
enjoying it.
basically
Yeah.
crushed that beer.
Yeah. So, I've kind of turned the corner on these and on Guinness in the last, I don't know, year or so.
Yeah.
Whereas
I used to think I didn't like stouts,
Yeah.
and then I got into Guinness, and I was like, hold on, I can't say that if I like that, right? So then I started venturing out a little more with them because, I mean, I love white trash beer. I love light beer. Like, that's my jam.
Yeah, you're a Coors Light guy
Yeah,
through and
that's
through.
that's what I'm going to drink. But the more stouts I try, the more stouts I actually enjoy. So it's kind of
Yeah.
weird.
that's a good, I enjoy that.
He literally just chugged the last
Yeah.
bit of that beer, which 90% of the beers that come through here,
He doesn't finish.
I have
Yeah.
to dump out at the end of the night.
Yep.
I'll give that a 4.
Holy cow!
Yeah, that's pretty solid.
This is going great.
That
Hallelujah! Holy shit! Where's the Tylenol?
I did
Yeah, that's
not
pretty good.
expect
I
a
did not
full
expect that,
4.
like-
I was hoping we could get to the 3 mark,
Yeah.
3.5 on a good day.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
But
That
when I
is
saw
good.
him chug the last 2 inches of that, I was like,
Yeah,
wait
like-
a minute.
that was 2 or 3 gulps. He just went down the hatch.
But look how far past all of ours went down.
Yeah.
It's really good. I think honestly, the fact that it's got low alcohol content helps it too for me.
That doesn't hurt.
Yeah, it makes it go down.
But
smooth.
Higher than a
but
Guinness,
But the lack of
you say?
carbonate.
That's higher than a Guinness at 4.8.
Really?
Guinness is low alcohol, man.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah, what's Guinness, like a 3.8 or something? Or
I couldn't tell you off the top of my head, but it's probably has something to do with the lack of carbonation. Helps
Yeah,
you drink it
it
too.
does.
Like, it doesn't make you all belchy and
Right.
like blah, blah, you can't drink. It's like just
4.3 on a Guinness.
it just
Oh wow!
it just
I
slides.
had no idea. I learned something new today.
There you go.
Boo Boo Mysterio sending them over. And you know what I wonder about his beers in particular? They get shipped across the country. So like they go through a lot.
Oh yeah,
Hot,
Before they
cold,
get
hot,
here.
cold.
yeah. Brown throws them all over the van.
Oh yeah. Oh, did you hear that? That was in my ear
More?
muffs.
You guys
That
want
was-
more?
I'm good. Thank
Yeah,
you.
I'll take some. I'll take Ely's.
Yeah. Can you spare a square?
That was awkward. That's what that was. No, that is fantastic. I
Now,
got
my note to the listener, like, if you're ever out and about and you see a nitro, try it. Just give it a whirl.
Yeah.
You're gonna like it.
I totally agree. It softens the beer up and makes it a different experience. You can have the same beer on nitro and then not on nitro, and it's almost always.
And they
better.
make them like that, like they do. They make a version. They'll make a beer and then they'll make a nitro version of it. It's a totally different experience.
Are you betting that Boo Boo is someone that we know from our past that knows that we have a show, or this is a rando that stumbled across the show?
I've been torn on this. I think
Because I feel like if it was someone that we knew, we would know if they were dilly-dillying across the country in an RV.
Yeah, if we knew them that well, right?
Yeah.
so. It's 100%. We don't know him well enough.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Like it's a
But
gimme
then again,
there.
like if you think about our histories, like we all have friends that go back 20 years that at that time were BFFs, and now you never see them again, right? And you
they-
hardly talk to them.
they had to have gotten your address from someone that we know.
I think getting an address is pretty easy, right?
I hope it's not that fucking easy.
If they
Just
know
saying.
your name, they can look up your address. We've said where we live.
Yeah.
Like we said the area, so it's like I bet if you Googled your name,
Yeah, but there's a
Well,
lot of
I live in Plano, Illinois.
yeah.
exactly.
Let me just go ahead and put that out there. So start Googling Brendan in Plano.
Yeah.
It is a little disturbing.
Plano is nice. I'm
Now-
glad, I'm
So
glad we
nice.
moved here.
Yeah.
Crushing
summers.
We're crushing it out here. Now,
We summer here.
yeah, exactly.
Now, I would always say, and I love this and hate this, but I always say most of our friends don't listen.
But that's why I think he's an ancillary character in our lives.
Yeah. See, I think what you'll find with what you say is that close friends that you interact with regularly don't.
Yes.
But people that are maybe your
once
friends
removed,
once removed
yeah.
or were your close friends that are now acquaintances, they tend to be more listeners.
And so I think this is somebody that, like,
we went to college with or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Well, that's
we've
what I'm
met
thinking. Yeah.
and we know, but we don't know.
God, I want to know so bad.
Me
But I
too.
guarantee-
But the other part of me wants to not know.
Yeah.
Not knowing is kind of cool, too,
It is
right?
awesome.
No, I want to know.
So you want them to muscle that RV all the way east and come on over to the old Plano, where the fuck we
Yes, exactly. No, I want to find out who he is and then determine if I
are. No,
want
we
him
winter
in,
in
my
Plano, Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We go from Plano to Plano
Yeah.
because we're in
I only do
Illinois.
Planos.
Yeah, we live between two different Planos.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, like, I want to know who he is. I think it's interesting as shit. Like, because no one else has got us. Like, everyone else who sent us beer, we know who it is.
And I do think that if one of our close friends had given Boo Boo our address, they couldn't keep it quiet.
Yes.
They'd be giggling
No,
and
'cause
shit.
our
when
friends
you were,
are dummies.
Yes.
Well, and if he was a close friend, he wouldn't have been able to keep it quiet either, right?
No. It's not a close friend, but I mean, getting his address
You're right.
from a close friend, somebody would have.
He's not our close friend. He's our best friend.
Yeah, he is.
We love him.
for sure.
On Monday nights,
And
when I
everyone
stand
else
out
needs
here,
to
he's
step
up
the
there.
fuck up already.
Exactly. How come you're not mysterious?
God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're just boo-boo known.
Exactly. Right.
You could be sending us shit,
Could be.
but are you?
Nope.
Sit down and check yourself.
Yeah,
Reevaluate your
for
life.
Sure.
We don't ask for anything.
Actually, we don't ask for anything.
No.
We do need to order those stickers, though, because
I wouldn't mind a
People
few
keep asking
reviews,
us.
though.
Yes, that is the one thing we ask for, and it costs you nothing.
Yeah. And tell friends about us.
Yes.
Because we're kind of cool.
We're hilarious.
I agree with both of those sentiments.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of that.
Yeah.
But this dude has.
I think we got some listeners this past weekend.
I definitely signed up a few people.
Yeah.
I don't know how many Cincinnati swaps I pulled, but I definitely pulled a few.
Randos or like people that were in the house?
Clearly randos.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
But we did
Yeah.
get some new listeners
Were there
in the
people
house.
in the house that were
Yep.
listeners that you
Yep.
weren't aware of?
By the time we got, yes.
Really?
That was interesting because when you got 25 dudes, like a lot of those people you don't see
Right.
very often, you know? And then when they drop an inside joke on you, you're like, oh,
Well, then we had
well,
guys
you're one
that,
of us.
Yeah.
We had guys that
we're
weren't-
closer than I thought.
We did have guys that
Exactly.
weren't listeners that were like pressed. At least I got a ton of questions. I Cincinnati swapped a bunch of guys there. I wore an ITPH shirt out one night.
Nice.
And we're like, people were hitting me up, asking me all about it. I was like,
You wore that to the Purple Moose, which the only reason we went to is because a listener said, that's my favorite biker bar, and it's right down the street from you. So we went to the Purple Moose.
and that place was a special kind of place.
You and I have different opinions on that place. You loved it.
I had a blast. It was my people's.
It was. It was.
My people's.
Your
I-
ilk?
Yes, people of my ilk.
Okay.
I couldn't say that because the people of my ilk don't know what that means.
Yeah.
But it was, they had,
See, where I grew up, you say I fox with them.
so it was a biker bar, and it was weird. It was another weird, had a weird layout where it was like shotgun style. You walk in, it was deep as shit.
Yeah. Axe
and
throwing.
very narrow. Yeah. And they had,
Riding bull.
they did not. They had a cover band
Yeah.
just playing all the white trash hits.
Really?
All
No, when you
the-
say white trash hits, are you talking like Skinner and shit, or are you talking like, what are you talking?
A little bit of that, a little bit of hairband, Bon Jovi,
yeah.
just it's stuff you want to stand there, watch, and sing at the top of your lungs.
Yeah.
And my voice was fine until that night.
Right.
That was the last night, and that was the night I was jumping and hollering and screaming and
Yeah.
singing all the hits.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. All the, Guns N' Roses and
and that wasn't even, you weren't even drunk. You were just like, this is it.
Yeah, I was at home.
Yeah, you very much were.
Yeah. Probably saw some of my cousins and
For sure.
and them.
Never know.
And
Yeah.
Ken.
Yeah. Kinfolk.
cheat yet, Ken?
We had a good time. You didn't have a good time, man?
I did. It was just different. It wasn't. I don't know what I expected, but when I walked in and it was all like, I would say the average age was 50.
Yeah, probably.
Would probably be the average age.
Yeah.
And
I don't know. I'm so bad at telling anybody's age. Like,
but
I really have no.
anytime they have like the high bangs,
Yeah, the poofy.
then you know, like,
Yeah.
all right,
Stuck in the 80s.
yeah,
know-
you were
Yeah.
cool then,
Yeah.
and you're waiting for it to come back, Grandma.
Yeah.
And they might.
Dude, we had a group of girls talking to us at Seacrets. I guess it was Friday because that was the one time I was there. And one of the girls was like, "How old are you?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm about to be 40." And she's like, "Oh, you don't look that old." I was like, "I know, I look older, right?" And she's like, "How old do you think? How old do you think we are? Like their crew?" And I was like, "Yeah, y'all don't look a day over like 32." She's like, "We're 25."
I was about to say, all right, that's the story I remember because you go, I don't know, 32. She's like, 25. You take what you think and subtract 5 years, and you still would have been wrong.
Yeah. That's
I can't
hilarious.
tell anyone's age.
Yeah.
I just assume everybody's my age. Like I
Right.
just like
It's a fair assumption.
I always just go to you're right around my age, right? Like
Yeah.
no.
Everyone.
I should not assume that.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, that was not smooth. I just remember I wasn't even talking to that crew. I was like over here, and I like
Part of that's
overheard it.
because you see yourself as a
As
young
25,
person.
yeah, exactly,
That's my
yeah.
problem too.
Exactly. I
Like
looked
I
in
still get down.
Yeah.
I'm cool as fuck, man.
I'm here partying.
Yeah.
Just
Wanna
like
high
I was,
five, bro?
Yeah, exactly.
They still say that, right?
no.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
was
That
a-
old
that
dude
was-
just
that was
broke
awesome.
me.
I just remember spinning around and being like, Troy, what'd you just do?
I didn't want to be like 22 and be
Yeah.
like, oh, we're 33. Like
Right.
that's a little much, right?
Yeah.
So you just added 7 years?
Whatever.
It was rough.
It was hilarious.
But in that bar, in the Purple Moose,
Yeah.
32 would have been really
Oh,
throwing
yeah.
them a bone. They'd be like, wow, can't believe it, because I'm 59.
Exactly.
But you
Yep.
were, you and the plumber were both just over the moon, like in there. Like
Oh,
the,
yeah,
the
that
two
was
of you were just like, yes, they're playing Golden Finger,
Yeah.
like Golden Earring.
Yeah.
You guys were having a blast.
It was awesome.
I left with the Bachelor fairly early that night and walked back and ran into the redneck treat that is fried Oreos.
Ooh.
Yeah, so they were
Gluten free.
like, no.
Extra gluten.
They were like, we got to get home. Like they're walking along, and I saw the fried Oreo sign. I was like, in a minute, pull over. I couldn't even sell those things. I was like, guys, try these. They're like, no. I was like, fine, I'll eat 8 fried Oreos on the way home.
I'll show you.
Yeah, you can't. And then I did the old. I've had 7. I can't eat them throughout the 8th. Like trying to not look like the fatty.
Yeah, but you can't help it.
No, they were excellent. Fried Oreos are where it's at. What are you doing over there?
I
are you
pulled.
playing?
I have 2 videos of the night. One of them was from the Purple Moose,
Delete that shit.
and I had forgotten what song it was. See if you can guess.
Mysterious. What's that called? Yeah, that's
Oh, I got it. I got my
that's
hands.
Journey.
Yeah. No. That's
No?
good. I got my hash pipe.
no,
Oh, wait a minute. Keep going.
no. We don't. We're playing Name That Tune with. This is.
I don't need it.
Photograph by Def Leppard.
Ah,
Yeah.
you see, there you go. It's not even the best Def Leppard
Yeah.
song.
Yeah, because it's not the hit that everybody else.
Drummer
knows.
has far too many arms. I heard way too many beats in
Yeah.
there.
Then we saw an awesome live band the night before, but it was a different kind of band at Fager's that was playing like all kinds of like more recent hits.
Yeah, I do love live music. Like that place, Fager's like
Yeah.
a dance club, and I'm just not. I don't like being in the dance club area. I'd rather, as soon as I discovered the back room where nobody was, I was like, finally, home.
Yeah.
It happens to the best of us. He's just playing. Oh. Now that song, why does that get people so hyped?
Because
The
it's
song
shut up
cooks,
and dance
dude.
with me, motherfucker.
But that song sucks. If like in your
You know what's
car,
funny
you don't
is
listen
Angela
to it.
hates that song.
Well, I'm with her.
Despises it.
Dude, that song live, most live music gets you hype anyway.
Yeah.
But you play that song and people start jumping around.
And that it did.
Yeah.
But you know what else I noticed? You play Backstreet Boys at Seacrets and the whole place loses its mind. And there is no more popular song to drunk people than Party in the USA by Miley Cyrus.
Dude, that is my jam right there.
Yeah, of course.
I love that song.
It is very interesting how popular that song
I like the
is.
party. I love the USA. Top that,
Boom.
right? Yeah.
That's what it said on Boo Boo Mysterio's plate.
That's
It said
right.
ITPH, I like to party in the USA.
That's right.
It's been an interesting week. It looks like Boo Boo had a good week. I know we had a good week, and
We made
we're
it back.
shaping up to have another good weekend.
Oh, man. We got to run it back this weekend.
We do
Yeah.
need to do a podcast. We're finally going to go and see Ely's new place
Yeah. Down the Beth Page.
down on the water. All of us will be there with the families. This time I will bring the equipment.
Oh, we're doing a live on the scene.
I would like to.
I think it makes
Live
sense.
remote.
Yeah.
I think we should hook it up. Make it happen. I hope that the stories are far more tame this time. I hope we
I'm
don't lose
sure.
any bikes.
That's more about like bonfire and laying low.
Grilling out.
Yeah.
Good. I could go for that. 'Cause
I mean, we're going to crush 47 beers, right?
That's right.
Okay. Just so we're on the same page.
Yeah. That's not going to change.
Okay, cool.
unfortunately, I believe that part. But
Yeah.
it'll go down at a different pace. I will not bring the donks wrong. That's for you.
Boo.
No, Ely
We could
will-
all wear them.
Ely will never wear his.
You
I
roll up
can't.
roll to the pool with that thing.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, should we bring
Escorted
him?
right
then?
the hell out.
Yeah.
I was gonna not bring him, but if you're saying you will,
Ely.
I'm in.
No, I'm not bringing
Really?
it. Yeah, yeah.
We should definitely bring them.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I see you winking.
Blanket.
No, I got
Jag off.
something's in my
Yeah.
eye.
Yeah, my disappointment is in your eye.
I told you I put that thing on once. It was all I could do to get it
Teeny
on.
tiny.
Oh my gosh! And you know what's funny? I've seen Brennan his multiple times. It looks about like that.
Right.
It looks way
Yeah,
too tight.
no, they are too tight. It's the most uncomfortable
I don't
thing in the
know
world.
how they size those suckers, but like it is. It is
yeah,
tight.
my advice to anyone: go
Order
one
up.
size
Yeah,
up.
order up.
Go one size up, because mine is horrible. I don't know how many guys are like, you must be so confident, and I'm looking down. I'm like, at this eunuch. Like, where is the guy?
It
'Cause
makes you look like Ken doll.
Yeah.
it'll take the largest bulge in the world and flatten it
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
immediately.
Pushes it right back in.
Mushes it.
It's a good look. It's a good look. I'm grown to try. I told my wife I got home. I was like, so I wore the donks wrong in secret. She was like, no, you didn't. I was like, no, I totally did. She's like, I don't get you. Like, yes, you do.
We agree.
Yeah.
We agree with you.
She married it. She knew what
Yeah,
was
she's
coming.
in.
I don't.
She's
I don't
in
think
to
she.
win it.
I don't think she could have known.
I don't think she was
Like-
betting on a donks wrong in
No.
her future.
Till death do you part. Denim thongs.
Exactly.
Like, wait, whoa. How'd you slide
Hold
that
on.
in there, baby? Just say I do.
Yeah.
Yes.
No takebacks. We're already standing up here. All of our family's here. Let's just do it.
Exactly.
Locked it up.
Kenny had it on under his tux.
It was a good time. This was a good weekend. I'm looking forward to next weekend. We will
Yeah, it's gonna
record
be
there.
Awesome.
We'll send that. I don't know if that episode will come out on time or if it'll come out late. I don't know what's going to
I
happen
wonder
there.
if we should try to have people over for a little. We'll figure it out.
We should get Boo Boo to come on down.
Boo boo.
It's a trailer park.
That's right.
Yeah, come on down.
Boo Boo would fit right in.
Yeah.
We
Let's
should
do a
pick.
spot.
We should pick a weekend.
He's got a spot. I got
Yeah, Boo Boo.
I got
Hit
a
me
spot.
up on the Facebook page. Send me a message. Let me know what weekend. You can slide on over to Beth Page
We
in
should-
Urbana, Virginia.
We could time that for next summer. Like pick
Yeah.
a time. Be like,
No, November. First weekend in November is when you want to be there, Boo Boo.
Yeah, Oyster
It's
Festival
Party Town, USA.
too. Yeah, you got plenty
Get
of time
in
to
there.
get there.
Actually, it's already booked up. Don't even fucking call. This shit's booked up already. I
Oh,
know
yeah.
it is.
we'll figure it out. Well, I just need to know where to send Boo Boo. Boo Boo, send me your address.
Yeah.
I'm gonna send that dude a crack
And your
pipe.
name.
He'll be like, no, this isn't mine. No, hey everybody, thank you so much for listening. It's been a long week. Thank you guys for joining us on the tail end of it. This is the first time I've been able to speak.
I was gonna
And if
say,
you want Brendan to go to your bachelor party, hit us
Yeah.
up on the Facebook page.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God, could you imagine if I started going to listeners' bachelor parties?
Did we tell the listeners that we're recording on a Tuesday because last night you and I couldn't speak?
No, I implied that it was.
We
a
implied
Monday.
it earlier.
I just no. Things have been rough.
Too many mouth hugs.
Oh.
I wish I had a valid excuse. It was rough. It
I
was
think
rough.
you wear a donks wrong and don't have to give mouth hugs?
Yeah, good point. I do though. Like last time, I lost. Anytime I go somewhere for a weekend with the guys and we're partying, I lose my voice because
Yeah.
I'm yelling.
What
all
is
night.
that?
I'm
Yeah.
Like, oh my God. And then I
You just-
snore all night. And I'm like,
Yeah. You get like 4 hours of sleep every night.
yeah.
You keep your volume at
Super
11
health.
the entire
You do.
time.
Right.
It's crazy. Then you're just like, oh.
Especially
okay.
in Seacrets because the bands are so loud.
Yeah.
You're yelling at the top of your lungs to talk to your buddy next to you.
It was worth it.
Seacrets was actually, for me, that Friday, like when we went back to Fakers, we saw a live band. Saturday, we were at the live band. Like Seacrets was the more quiet
Mellow.
of places.
Yeah.
'Cause we were way out in the water.
That helps.
Yeah.
I got a call from my boss at 8:45 Monday morning for an
wow.
hour-long
Did
conversation.
he know that you were?
He did, and that's why he called me, because he had something he needed to tell me from like last Thursday. And he'd been like holding it in, was all
Oh,
excited.
Yeah, yeah.
So he calls me up and he's like, "Hey man, how you doing?" I'm like, "Hey, good to talk." And he's like, "You feeling okay?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm doing. You know what? I can't even.
Who are you?
And I was like,
Yeah.
I can't
What
even
day is
lie.
it?
It was a rough weekend. I just gave up. Like, you know, it's bad when you just give up to the boss.
Right.
Actually, I've been better. Do you want to talk and just tell me what happened? It was rough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just let him do the thing.
Well, I'm glad you guys were here to at least join us for the recovery, hear about some of the stories. It was a good weekend.
It'll get better.
We'll
It
do it even
was.
bigger this weekend.
No, we absolutely will not.
Challenge accepted.
Yeah.
Hold my beer.
I like your
Exactly.
attitude.
You don't know how crazy this place is. I've heard stories, man.
I don't. I
They
actually
go
have,
hard in the pain down there.
I have
do.
no idea what I'm walking into.
There's two
so-
different factions. There's some that refuse to go hard, and then there's some that go really hard.
I've heard stories of people like, yeah, we don't like it there because they're kind of loud and they stay up really late.
Yeah.
Somebody was telling me
There's interest
yesterday
there's
about
interesting
they were
politics
like,
there.
we had a tent and I was like, that just sounds bad. Like
Yeah.
you probably chose poorly. Like you're gonna need some walls.
Yeah.
We shall see which camp we fall in. As of right now, I'm telling you, I'm going to be in the low-key camp.
Yeah.
Come Friday, there's no telling who I am.
Not this guy.
We shall see. We
This
shall
is
see.
Seacrets multiple days in a row guy.
Well, that's
We're
right.
going to be burning lots of golf cart fuel, I can tell you
Yeah.
that much.
I'm in. Well, tune in next week. You'll hear all about that. Should be interesting. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I know Troy and I did our part this weekend with dozens of Cincinnati swaps. I hope that each and every one of you can say the same. If you can't, how about you do us a solid and make
Fix
this weekend?
yourself.
Reevaluate your life.
For
Yeah.
real.
Make this the weekend where you challenge yourself to pull 2 or 3 Cincinnati swaps. It's actually not that hard. You're talking
Really
to
not.
someone. You go, hey, you want to see something cool? You grab their phone. You subscribe them to Inside the Pallet House.
Yeah, they already have that. They always go, how do I do it? I'm like, see that purple thing you slide past all the time? It's right there.
And then Thursday mornings, you're going to get a ding, ding, ding.
Yep.
Hey, hilarity's on your phone right now.
Prepare to laugh your balls off.
Right.
See, it's that easy, guys. Just hook it up. And if you haven't had a chance to give us a review, how about you do that and just reach out through iTunes or wherever it is you get your podcasts. Give us the old 5-star review. It just helps us climb the rankings, gets us a few more listeners. So just think to yourself, if I haven't Cincinnati swapped somebody, the least I could do is write a review. It would certainly help the cause. Or reach out to us on InsideThePalletHouse@gmail.com. We'd love to hear from you. Get some topics. Maybe we'll talk about them. Maybe we won't. Depends on the weekend we had prior. Or reach out to us on the Facebook page or Instagram or Twitter @ITPH Podcast. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We'll be talking to you soon. Cheers.
Cheers. That was a pretty good podcast, don't you think?
I'm not even know how to phrase my feelings right now.